thank you po for accommodating our request for an interview regarding the digested sterilizer technology. So with me is my group mate, Miss Sherry Gonzalez po, and Emily Lacalso. So we are now going to start the interview.
Sir, the following questions po is about technology acquisition. By technology acquisition po, by that we mean is how you acquire and implement your technology. So we have technology acquisition can mean creating your own technology in-house or acquiring it from external sources. For this particular interview, we're going to talk about acquisition of dry heat sterilizer technology purchase externally. So our first question is, how are you able to identify the technology needs of your company?
Identifying the...
How did you identify that you need this dry heat sterilizer technology? How did you come up with the idea?
The need is for sterilization. The need is for the requirement of the food industry, which is food safety and quality products. So in the past, we are having our products sterilized even before the acquisition of our own sterilizer. So since the early start pa ng Pramtech about more than 20 years ago, we've been sterilizing our products using chemical sterilization, which is the so-called ETO or ethylene oxide. Use of ethylene oxide, so it's you have to have a retort, then there's a gas to liquid. ETO is a gas. Then if I call it yes, i-check mo ito sa loob ng retort, then meron kang kill time ng mga about 5 hours. Tapos noon, I think there is parang you have to wait for another 2 to 3 hours pa before you can open the quantity. So that's the short procedure of the ETO. Ang purpose naman is to have at least one. They said it's about 99% kill of whatever micro that you want to kill. There is also a standard dosage already for that. I think it's depending on the size of our retort. We have 3 pallet and 2 pallet. So depending on the size of 5 kilo per pallet, so yung isa is 10 kilos, and then the other is 15 kilos. So it all depends on the ETO that you're going to use, yung kill. Kakaunti siguro, kaunti rin meron ding chance na the kill will be less. But anyhow, that has been standardized ever since we acquired the sterilizer, and I think it is universally used as the standard dosage. So doon nag-start yun. Sabi ko siya, more than 20 years ago, kailangan ng food industry na to use products that are safe, and then to be considered as safe, dapat ito ay what? Especially the micro content, yung TPC na tinatawag total plate count, yun ang isang indicator na ginagamit natin. If the TPC is not acceptable to them, depending on the company, depending on the food company. A food company would bring down their TPC requirement to maybe as low as 6,000, iba 30,000. But the normal accepted standard is 100,000 CFU. So yun ang standard requirement. Then of course, the yeast and mold, the E. coli, dapat panay pa nito, panay so it's all negative or now may acceptable limit yung mga yun. Then other companies would require you to test also the E. coli and then the salmonella So, yung ETO na yon, we cannot guarantee, actually, we cannot guarantee, but what we're saying is it can reduce whatever, kasi yung iba, we don't know if it is, if there is salmonella, presence of salmonella or E. coli. Kasi ang kailangan lang ng company is standard na yung TPC, yeast and mold, and E. coli.
Sir, how about yung sheep nyo naman? Kasi yung bread dun sa ano nila, nagkaroon din kayo ng option na irradiation.
Okay, so,
Before kayo mag-ship sa kanila.
so we can do that. So, yung pa na yun is chemical sterilization, so chemical. Now, yun lang ang available at that time. That is the only one available. It was being used by Griffith Laboratories at that time, based sa FEI. And walang other means of sterilization pa. Now, si Dr. Tita Lustre, FDC, was promoting the use of irradiation, acceptable daw because sabi niya daw ng DOST, meron na kayong ginagawang bago, malaki-laki na, because in the past, lamang yung so you cannot accommodate mga big volume kasi what we're selling there every tons or so many pallets. Even now, kakunti pa rin yung capacity do sa PNRI. So, pinipilit nga kami na gumamit na lang ng irradiation. But still, marami pa rin mga takot sa irradiation. So, hindi naman ma-prove pa rin yung mga yan. Actually, basta sinasabi na takot kami sa mga irradiated products. Okay? So, just like sa Japan, meron mo pa na nag-aakit ng nuclear product, sasabihin na, irradiation pa rin around the planet. But yung effect nito, hindi natin masyadong kabisado. But anyhow, for food safety, ang iba ayaw ng irradiated. So, okay, ayaw ng iba ng irradiated. They would still prepare all the ETO treatment. ETO treatment, na isa lang naman ang meron o kami lang ang meron on. Then the PNRI nag-offer na, then we went to PNRI, and then nag-prepare kami as to the requirements and then as to what will be the dosage. Pero wala, hanggang ngayon problema pa rin namin, especially in our certification, what would be the best, or why is it 10K, ano nga ba yung dosage ng 10K, 10 Lasilia, 10 anyhow. So why use 10? Why not less or even 1? So sabi namin, yun ang sinasabi ng 1. Yun ang recommended according to the samples we sent.
Kasi sinasabi ni Ma'am Dana kanina, in-evaluate din naman na before suggesting yung ganong dosage.
We sent samples, they determine kung ano yung requirement na kilo gray, kilo gray, kg, kg din. So, nagkaroon na kami ng problema sa certification because USFDA, acceptable sa kanila yung 30, up to as much as 30 yata. Ano ba sabi nila?
Basta mas
higher. Oo. Pero according to Codex, kasi Codex din na sinusunod ng mga o pamilya kayo sa Codex, okay. Sabi doon, 10 lang daw. Na gumamit kami ng more than 10 ngayon. Anyhow, I think justify din naman lahat yun. It can be justified, and I don't think we are using too much of the radiated data, yung IR, yung irradiated
data. Ideally, dapat minimum dose tapos na makaka-attain yung target number ng
yeah, based doon sa kanilang based doon sa kanilang study. Ang problema ng PNRI, I think they should have also a lab.
I think meron po silang mga laboratory.
I really don't know if they can monitor kung nakakapatay nga ito.
Parang water lang, sir.
Yeah. So, I mean, and the requirement ng food industry is yung ring tulad sinasabi ko sa yung cremate, one. Talaga ba napapatay nito? Talaga bang, so kami pa rin ang mag-test dito kung namatay
Parang
nito.
support service na nila.
Oo, kasi ang kanila doon, through sampling, na-establish nila, through samples, kung ano yung, kung ilang kilos yung gagawin. So anyway, I think we are within the limits, and I think naman we're not going beyond whatever is whatever is the standard. Ano kami? So that is the two sterilization method that we know. So yung ETO sterilization, ETO, yeah, say sterilization, and then irrigation.
So yung competitors niyo po, yun din ang ginagamit ng sterilization?
I know that kasi yun lang available eh. Others, nagpapadala rito ng irradiated na. These are imported. Okay. So
Even abroad, sir?
Even abroad, the most common, even in Europe, the most common, as you will read some of the literature, it's still ETO. India is still using one. Pagka big volume kasi, you need one. Tsaka ito, is it before the war or after the war ito ginamit? So, para acceptable na ito eh. So, kasi wala naman nagreklamo in terms of yung mga residues or something, except that, siyempre, kung i-inhale ito, yung hazard, health hazard, okay. Health hazard talaga. Kasi huwag magbubukas ng bigla yun. Kasi sino yung mga otherwise. So, yun is two established method. So, as a competitor, they're using it. Then, sabi ko nga kanina, yung iba naman, they see to it that the one that dito, refrigerated, but those are expensive. Now, yung iba naman, other companies don't mind. They are not too much keen on sterilization, sterilized products, or hindi nila alam. Basta, patuloy nga, ang daming competitors, the so-called competitors, they may be siguro yung hindi masyadong in terms of technology, basta fly-by night, o sige, chili, may giniling kang chili, offer ito, sa mga ibang manufacturers. Acceptable sa kanila kasi sasabihin nila, may heat naman yan, ilulutuin naman yan, so maski na marasang microorganism, pwede na yun. Okay, so yun ang isang reasoning bakit hindi lahat naman nagpapa-sterilize. So, but others, the big companies, ay, siyempre meron na sila standard. Sabi ko nga sa iyo kanina, katulad ng, Nestle, meron niyang produkto na gusto nila hanggang 6,000 lang. Others naman, basta nakita nila 100, alam mo, the standard is 100. So,
iba po depende sa kapal.
Oo. Kasi because 100 is still acceptable. Eh, alam mo naman ngayon, daming about food safety, naging lalong very strict.
Kasi sir, ang ano nun is parang continual improvement nila. Ito yung standard
Yeah,
mo.
that's fun, and that is the very reason why we are here now. Why we are here now, because if you look at the Saba namin, satisfied na kami doon sa modular expansion, then lumang gamit na ganyan. So, we don't mind so much about GNP, about when we started with this. Although, since ako naman ay nasa food business na noong dati, alam ko yon. Pero nung mag-start ako nito, siguro, ang intention ko lang nun is makagawa lang and then masatisfy lang yung customer na makapag-deliver ako sa kanila because they kailangan nila yan. Kaya nga nung umalis ako doon sa dati kong trabaho, what these companies, these companies were trying to reach me because sabi nila, saan ba kami kukuha ngayon ng sampalo? Saan kami kakakuha ng CD? Saan kami kukuha ng kwan? So ako na, wala pa akong sterilizer. Wala pa ako ng facilities na to meet the standards, the GMP standards o sa HACCP. So, nagiging aware kami doon to mga audits. And as early as 1994, meron na kami isang pinapunta. Na-aware na kami because through literature and of course through mga audits, what is the GMP, what is the HACCP na requirement, 20 na kami nag-aaral ngayon. And then this is part of our dyan sa productivity program namin. Naging aware kami doon. So, yun ang nakatulong. Bakit kami nagbago? Bakit kami
Nag-explore
na bago, yeah. Kasi yung iba naman satisfied na sa trader, satisfied na sa small fund, meron kapiraso naman, tama na, kumikita naman sila. So hindi kami yun. Hindi kami yun. So we would like to follow kung ano talaga yung gusto nyo. Kasi nga, nakakatulong dito yung audit ng big companies. At the very start, I think, close kami ni Tita Lustre, at close ako sa NBC ng Food Development Center. Nag-audit ako dito, sinama kami doon sa GMA, gininto ang masaga ng ani, something like that. So it is financed by DAFDC or DAN, ano yan? NGA ba? NGA? NFA. Oh, NGA yata yun.
National Green.
So binigyan kami ng kwan. It's not para it's not a grant, but para bang we were included in those list of companies that they can audit para ma-implement yung GMP. Then ASIP. So naging aware na kami na naging aware.
Sir, may 3 cards po dun sa dry heat sterilizer. First po ba kayo sa Philippines
yung dry heat so nung meron kaming when we bought this PTO sterilizer sa BP, when we bought that, ang isang kliyente namin is sino ba ito? Johnson for their town. Okay, for their town, Johnson & Johnson. Nasa Paranaque sila. Tumigil sila sa amin ng pagpapasterilize using PTO because they were claiming that they can use they have their own, they call it the dry steam. Dry steam sterilizer. So yung kanilang kasi ang isa sa palaki namin mga customers sa PTO na nasa Santa Rosa kami. Ito, mga tawag companies, mga medical,
sister company po yun ng Partec. Parang gano'n.
Ay, nakuha namin yun. So, it's, doon sa makita sa picture, talagang perfect pa yun. Then, nagkikater kami hindi na sa food industry, sa medical, yung accessories, sa pharma. Then, kasi mga accessories nila, mga gamit nila. Then, even, ang pinakamalaki nito yung choco powder. Choco powder, yung laki na requirements natin na po, choco powder. So wala tayo noon, lahat ng dumadating dito, nako, million yung micron. They had to sterilize it. But back to yung tinatanong mo, yung dry steam na yun, tumigil sa amin yung Johnson, claiming that they have their own sterilizer. So, hindi naman namin kahit punta niya, basta sinasabi na meron sila. I don't know, maybe up to this time they have that because hindi naman nagpapasterilize sa amin. It's only Avon na nagpapasterilize sa amin. And I think bumili na rin ang Avon. I'm not too sure, but I guess they have their own sterilizer. Natawag dito yung ating steam sterilizer. Dry steam. So, yun ang alam ko na meron na doon.
So, the same technology po itong ating
well, using dry steam, siguro yun lang procedure na magbabago, but the technology is using, meron ka, yung steam mo is, ikupan mo, kinakailangan makapatay ng maybe 120 degrees at pwede mong itaas para mamatay for so many minutes. So, actually, minutes lang naman dito sa ating dito sa ating cold powder sterilizer na yun. So, it's basically, I think, doon doon yung nag-start, doon yung
kumbaga meron na sa ibang industry na iba lang sir ang application kasi sabi ko so,
meron na
rin yung po na i-adapt sa food. So
because doon sa literature na binabasa ko, they're claiming that the Chinese herbs Chinese herbs are being sterilized. They don't use they don't use irrigation, they don't use yung EPO, but yun nga, nag-develop sila ng means to sterilize yung herbs acceptable to mga pangisa. Because yung irrigation effect plus yung chemical residue, yun ang iniwasan. Oo. So,
Sir, aside from prudence and literature review, have you consulted experts for regarding that matter?
no, we did not. We went to China and then tried to look at their technology. And maski na mahirap magkaintindihan, but still, marami naman literature na binigay sa amin, although hindi kami magkaintindihan. And then I was able to learn na maganda naman gamitin ito. Marami naman sila mga ino-offer din ng mga ganyan din na using steam sterilizing. Pero ito yung nakita ko na na pwedeng gamitin.
Sir, dun sa pag-acquire niyo ng technology, kasi sir, di ba incorporated na kayo? May, yung po bang company ay may incorporator na
Wala,
sila ba sa family?
look at the company as a family corporation, so that total naman wala rin din ng anak ko, it's only one, and then ako lahat dati ito.
So,
We were also asked that question last time. So tinatanong nila kung meron ka ng understudy. So sabi ko, meron akong understudy, and it is my son. And of course, I see to it na yung mga tao ko are well-trained. Sabi ko nga, si Livia, kumuha na rin ng management course, then yung isa rin nasa marketing, isa also has taken a management course. Then, yung aming training dito sa loob, tuloy-tuloy. So, maski na hindi ako nagda-direct supervision, continuous ito.
Sir, meron po kayong project charter na it's a document containing your plans to acquire or lead it, paano yung implement?
No, at the very start, visibility, although my expertise or my experience is also on preparing project plans, feasibility studies. Kasi I've been doing this for after ERI, halos ganun na ginawa ko for the past 10 years after. So, dito, I didn't prepare any study. Why? Because nung mag-umpisa ako nito, inisip ko lamang na hindi na ako tatrabaho. Meron akong kinausap na poultry somewhere in San Pablo, taturn over sa akin, nagkahanap na ako ng bank, ng loan, so approve na yung loan. But hindi natuloy yung acquisition ko ng poultry house because bagyo nung araw, nung panahon yun, lahat ng mga poultry dito sa sila nagtumba. So sabi ko, ayoko na rin, baka malugi na ako dyan. No? So yun ang person station ko when I was supposed to leave the company. So nung malapit na mag-leave ako sa company, ako, sige, mag-usap ka na lang. Tuloy ko na lang ito sa bahay. And that's the reason why it is a stone throw from my house. So yun, sa picture, makita mo, yun yung old plan, no? So, yun ang naging start kung bakit ito yung pinili ko. So, sabi ko nga is, ginamit ko, anong ginamit? I know the kwan. Kaya hindi na ako nag-depend much on yung mga study because I know already I have the kwan. I have my own assets na it's already present there. The technology, yung food processing or the food technology itself, kabisado ko naman because I've been managing food companies for the past ilang years na rin, no? Then, marketing, alam ko naman yung market eh. So, hindi ka nagagawa ng marketing study. Sila na tumatawag sa akin eh. Where would you spend money pa for making? Kasi yung iba gagawa is, may pera ka nga, sa kung bebenta ito or paano yung technology. So, you hire somebody. Okay, so in my case, nandun na yung marketing, nandun na yung technology, and then I know where the raw materials are coming from. Kasi in the past, alam ko na nandun. So yun ang problema na iba, magtatayo ng company, pag-aaral na ngayon sa kami kukuha, sino magsusupply sa amin. I know already, so nautang ko, inuutang ko pa nga, inu-offer siya sa akin, terms pa. No?
So wala naman pong need for a project share na i-document.
I don't think na, in our case, I don't think. Kaya nangyari, yun na nga lang muna ngayon. Parang we will still do something about yung book namin ginagawa ngayon yung report. For a certain purpose lang yan na But I think nagiging parang very informative din. Saka siguro an important document later. Then maybe we can prepare yung mga tinasabi nyo, sisingit namin para dyan sa on our 25th year anniversary, which will be in 2014.
2 years na.
Yeah.
So,
Dito ka naman last time, di ba?
Sir, may wala kasi sir.
Sino nga dito na?
Si Ma'am Liz po.
Ha?
Si Ma'am Liz.
Nandito ba siya? Wala pa
Nandito
noon.
po. Nandito. Kasi nandun po ako na, hindi pa lang po siya officially nag-report.
Pagkala sa litrato, nandun sa pan.
Pero meron sir kami pinapunta dito. Tapos nasa
Ay, yung
Bataan.
lalaki!
Si Boss Raul.
Hindi si Raul.
Si
Sino
Sir
nga?
Gali.
Gali, oo.
Ah,
Yung kasama natin nung sa kwan sa
okay.
one of the sems. Siya nandun, may kasama pa mga
Staff ko.
staff.
Sir, balik
So wala
po.
ka doon, wala ka doon.
Sir, kasi may klase na ako.
Ganun ba?
Sir, yun sa pag-design niyo po yung purchase ng technology, aside from, sabi niyo nga, dictated by the market na you need to explore other option dun sa, aside from ETO at saka dun sa irradiation, aside po dun sa demand ng customer, ano pa po yung nag-push sa inyo to try yung dry heat sterilizer?
I may add na since our company is in dehydration, making use of heat, and we know that heat kills micro at a certain level ng temperature with a given time. Meron mga ilan na nagpupunta rito sa amin. They are asking the products, the flour, siguro onions, pan. They're bringing the products here and then sasabihin nila para heat treatment. Actually, that heat treatment is sterilization na. So, it's using 120 degrees Fahrenheit for about, depende sa product. So, yun ang start din ng why we thought also of the using steam for sterilization. Kasi yung aming mga sterilizer noon, doon ginagamit. Marami nagpapadry sa amin ng dry, nagpapa-heat treat.
Ano sir, pinaka-toll process sa
Ganun.
na heating at the same time sterilization.
Pagdadalhin nila dito, tapos yung iba ng mga luma nila produkto, nasasabihin na mataas ang micro, at nagko na rin, nag-lump na.
Papalihit na lang sir.
Papa-break up muna nila video parang makalamp eh. So, papa-grind nila, or papa-pulverize, then immediately for steams na heat treatment. At that time, we call it heat treatment pa doon. We don't have that heat treatment now because hindi na kami hindi na kami nag-accept ng heat treatment. Mahaba na kami kung saan.
Among the methods of technology acquisition, like developing your own equipment or choosing to reverse engineer an equipment, why did you decide to just purchase the technology, the dry heat?
At the very start, lahat ng ginagawa namin dito is fabrication namin. We study na ito ang technology na kailangan namin. So, you notice also there na, halimbawa, yung dryer, alam ko naman yung technology ng paggawa ng. So, we try to fabricate. Wag na yung mga sa GMP, but yung sa mga machineries. So, yung sa slicer, alam namin na dapat na-check man. So, nagpong kami ng ganun. Then, hanggang sa yung pinag-aralan namin maybe yung the technology of dryers. So, makokontrol namin yung mga heat, makokontrol namin yung iba pa mga parameters. Then, this is also the reason why yung ibang companies nagpa-dry na pag nagpa-heat treatment sa amin. Kaya ngayon, yung sinasabi mo paano namin nalaman kung ano kailangan. Maski na doon sa washing, halimbawa washing, pinag-aralan din namin yun, yung method ng washing. Then, in terms of productivity, magkano ba yung magagastos mo doon. So sabi namin, maghanap tayo. So, diyan lang naman yung internet din ngayon. So, hanap ako ng hanap. Punta ako sa China. Because China lang naman ang meron nun eh. Punta ka naman doon sa ibang countries, napakamahal. You cannot afford them. Okay. So, sa mga cutter, halimbawa, sa mga vegetable cutter, hanap ako sa ibang countries. I always compare this with yung gawa sa Taiwan. Mas matibay yung Taiwan eh. Dahil sa China. Pinagdala, yung ibang namin dyan nabili, pwede na namin dispose. Pero pwede mo rin kami bumili ng medyo maganda-ganda. Pero yung sterilizer, maganda pagkagawa ng asin later, maganda pa.
Sa Taiwan po, walang line sa
Merong mga lumalabas. Meron mga lumalabas na.
Pero,
Costly.
costly.
Yung, yeah. Marami sa equipment na is expensive. Much expensive than China. So, kung mag-umpisa ka, siguro, tapo ko muna ng China. Pagka ayaw mo siya sa makina, tapo mo na lang. Pero yung mga yaring China, yaring Taiwan, yaring Japan, it will take time bago masira yun.
So, sir, yung supplier, tinignan niyo po agad yung supplier ng China.
Dalawa yung in-evaluate ko doon. Then, itong isa, ilang beses ako nagpunta ron eh. So, pinatry mo na. Nagdala ko ng sample, then testing kami dito. Although we are already aware about yung ibang problems na na-acquire namin ngayon, tulad yung sinasabi ni Lilia. Pero acceptable naman sa iba yun eh. Kaya lang, nung kami magkukuha na nga, ang dami namin ginagawa rito, so hindi namin, kulang kami sa tao actually. Hindi namin ma-operate yan. Hindi namin ma-operate yan because yung tinuruan namin tao para doon, dito sa loob. Actually, that's one problem about sa negosyo namin. Bigla nagtipig. So, yun naman tao, hindi naman kami ganun kabilis kumuha ng tao na basta kami nagtatapon. So, it's maybe skill or one thing. So, nandun na sa loob. Sabi ni Riel is, okay na, Lilia, sige, dilog na muna. Meron naman. We're still maintaining the ETO that, we call it, the ethylene oxide. Nasa Risa. Panala, part ko naman lang. But we are the one managing it. Meron ako ibang mga kapwa. Merong nasa medical. Merong nasa sa pharma. So, meron drama.
Sir, yung sa pag-forming po ng technology, ano po yung mga nakapabay sa meron po ba training, installation, after sales?
Yeah.
Parts are done.
So, yung una ko nga ginawa is yung looking at the unit. Then, nakita ko, ang daming mga ginagawa sila. Sabi ko sa mga guys, sino nag-install nito? Sabi, well, they were the ones who although complete, they were the ones who install it. Although, siyempre, may mga manual pa rin naman yan na we have to study first. Pero sila nagpunta rito. So, in 2011 yata, pinarating na namin dito yung unit. Then, medyo well, half installation pa lang siguro yan. Hindi pa namin sigurado kung talagang ganito na yan. Pinapunta namin dito yung isang Chinese, yung kanilang Chinese engineer para ayusin yun. Then, for 1 week or 2 weeks, tinuruan kami. So, we were trained how to do it. So, meron naman kami mga ginagawa dito na trying na. Kaya parang, kasi limited lang yung dating dito ng Hapon, yung cheap installation and then training.
For the dry heats and then...
Doon na yun. Doon na.
So, important po sa inyo, sir, na may pag may purchase kayo equipment kasama yung training and installation.
Depende sa kanya depende sa machinery mo. Katulad ng ibang machinery na kwarto, hindi na kailangan.
For the dry heat.
For the dry, yes. Is new technology, and then hindi naman kami kabisado na yung looking at the brochure at the time, tsaka pinindang ko medyo may complicated na konti, hindi ka rin ng ordinary dryer, madali namin ang pag-aralan. So, yun need temperature, yun yung controls na yun, tama na yun. Then, I know the technology ng paglalagay ng mga pin tube sa loob, so para makuha lahat. Yung heat niya, nakakaya ko yun. I'm not an engineer, but at least kabisado ko na yan. Pero doon sa dry steam, wala nang nga rin kasi ang time na mag-attend ko siya doon. Siguro, kailangan papuntahin ko ulit dito yung isang technician.
Pero okay naman sir yung kanila after sales, madali naman kayo maka-witness.
Sila ang nagpapalap lagi niya. Now, lately, hindi ko lang malaman bakit walang sagot because parang makakako na bago na yung ibang tao na yung nag-ahawak. Pero marami doon sa mga binili ko from China, they keep on sending communication kung ano nagtutulong, ano ba, kailangan nyo ko pang gamit. Kasi marami na rin ako nakuha doon sa kanila. Mostly from Shanghai, then iba is Beijing. Ganun.
So would you consider na yung okay naman yung bill na kapatid sa purchasing?
Yeah, kasi kinumpare ko doon sa isang kwan, mas maganda ito, then mas yung unit siya, pati yung pagkagawa, I think parang maganda the equipment that they use, and then I can see na the whole plant, the big building, yun ang mga ginagawa. Doon sa isa naman is isa-isa lang dala-dalawa sa siguro ako.
In China din.
China, sa Shanghai.
Kasi po, sir, yung sa inclusion ng installation at billing, ano pa po yung importante consideration para sa inyo?
Ang importante rito is yun kasi kung multi-product yan, you have to study yung produkto. Kung green product yan, katulad nito, herbals, even the herbals itself, hindi lang green ang epektahan mo, baka mawala na rin yung main component ng herbal na yan. So, pag-aaralan mo din yan. So, ang ginagawa namin is meron pala kami identified na pa. So, hindi naman lahat is na-try namin.
So, para sir, you were saying na parang depende sa scope of application.
So, we need siguro somebody pa doon. Maybe we need somebody na tumulong doon.
R&D, sir.
Yeah, tumulong na R&D na, may nawawala ba or bakit, something like that.